Hey team, new week of PB Applied. We're in episode 6, which is exciting. To kick it off, I'll talk through what's going on in my life with the PB lens over it. So, system state that I'm currently in is synchronization. And I say that because field response wise, there is quiet, there is delay, but there also is synchronized events and things starting to line up. My system function, my role is the same as last week. It was signal carrier, and that's carrying through into this week. So I compare how I'm holding signal in environments and moments and times that are undesirable. Then let's look at active code. This week it's Axis Point because the structure is changing, the pattern is changing to build. System response, there's delay but build showing. So at this point it's hold structure, hold law, and I'm ready for some build, but I take the opportunities as they come. Oh, your breath smells so lovely. Okay, I filmed yesterday of the dogs in my bed just so you could see like how super cute they are, and I'm getting a phone call. 1 second, I gotta take this. Hello. I'm just gonna go in there and smash it out of the ballpark. And I've done, like I woke up, I've done hours of work on the PB way already. Right, we're back on. But what I was saying to you was, I recorded yesterday. Sometimes I just record not knowing what it's gonna look like. And I love the dogs. They're amazing. They keep me company and they're the most beautiful souls in the world. And I sleep with them and they're just so comforting. They're nice and close. And even if one dog's like down the end of my bed, it's too far and I want them nice and close. So I recorded a little bit, just like hopped into bed during the day so you could see. Then last night, we go to bed and something was off with Jagger. As you guys know, she's field anchor as a role, patrols the perimeter or anything happening like outside, and is hyper vigilant with it. Kind of like her mum, I do that too, which is, she's such a mirror of me in dog form. But we're in bed, I'm asleep. Over the course of an hour, she keeps growling and making noise. I didn't handle, like, full total responsibility. I did not handle it well. I was just like, stop, instead of like affirm, telling her stop and redirect, because I kept like sleeping. Anyway, we go outside of the room finally, because I was like, okay, they have a toilet break, go get some water, and we'll regroup. And then she ran out really silly and I was like, stop doing that. And then I never normally talk to them like that, so she was so scared and I felt really bad for getting so cross. Then I then tried it again, like sending them outside. She got distracted at the back of the backyard and was patrolling something or other, so I went out, got her, pulled her in, and then we had like beautiful cuddles for the rest of the night, and I was like, oh, I was mean to my little baby. So, but the cuddles were nice. Then this morning I went to get my coffee. Admittedly, I go at 4 a.m. It's early, and over the last few months there's been roadworks, which you've probably heard me bang on about enough times, and you're like, Leora, we've heard it, you keep struggling with this, and you're correct. So half an hour of wasted time. They've blocked off the whole thing. You have to go down the service road. I've got to keep an eye on the time because I'm going out in 5.5 seconds. You have to go down the service road, which is like the worst road, yet they were doing the white line with paint, and I won't even get started on what it all is. Like, you literally, there's like a super dangerous turn that if they put in lights or a roundabout, that would be such a better idea, yet they just fix nothing for months. And so they're over-resourced with their 20 million staff that stand there and do nothing, and they block movement. They're the things I struggle with, for example, in one field law circumstance, being the roadworks. I struggle in a lot of areas. But here's the thing. Law, as I know, law grants what I am structurally, no matter what the circumstance, I need to law lock my base. And these things that displace me, I'm like, it's enough. I'm looping the same way Jagger does, and I'm not letting it. So, but mind you, I'll recalibrate 10,000 more times, but this is what the PB way is for me, because this is the things that I struggle with, but you're probably something completely different. But I struggle with systems, people, things that are just stupid, waste my energy, waste my time, are full of distortion, and like just don't work. And here I am building the PB way, a system that's clean, coherent, and like structurally freaking amazing. So you put me in these circumstances and it's like, it's zapping so much mental energy, capacity, and all the rest. So it's done. I can't keep spending my time fighting it. It is what it is. Yes, I have to jump through your hoops. Yes, I have to, get your stamp of approval by the government and pay $1,000 for an IP freaking thing that I could have written myself in 3 seconds and done a better job. But hey, this is what you want, so I can't keep fighting it. So anyway, that's where I'm at with all of that. So spiral state, where am I? Let's call it re-entry. My function still signal carrier. Can I carry the signal through all these circumstances? Law, still calibrating, but watch me get that law locked base, because we're gonna start building, we're expanding the base as these things happen. And again, these are my Achilles heel. Let me jump to, I gotta talk, if I'm jumping around, I'm sorry, it's because I gotta go, but I want to tell you all this while it's live. The Achilles heel for Leora is relationships. The other thing, I said last week that the structure of the relationship or the person, if it doesn't change, it's shocking how unshocking the fact that there's no change in how it plays out. Even if it's 10 years, we can all predict exactly what the message is going to say, and we all know what's going down. But I also can't waste any mental capacity in proving that I have changed over time. And yes, like the things that I'm saying that displace me, people that know me will be like, Leora, or I won't even go into my old name. We'll talk about that another day. They'll be like, we've known this stuff displaces you your whole life. Yes, you're right, but I'm recalibrating, and you can't see from the outside, but I'm becoming more and more, I love this little motion. I'm becoming more and more law locked. But again, my point being, I can't waste any energy in proving I'm changing, and to the extent that they can't see, whatever. Let's keep it moving. All right, I gotta go because I need to cuddle my dogs before I leave for the day, and hopefully I got across the key messages that I wanted to say. Okay, we just got home from a run, and oh, my time is, and then I was doing some stretching. Hold that thought so we know that it's not 1 minute intervals. We went for a run. This dog comes up out of nowhere, runs at us, highly aggressive. And it's not the first time this has happened. So thankfully with reps, I've gotten better at this. The last time it happened, I had a melt and was like screaming for my friend to help. And this time I'm like, get out of it to the dog. And he thankfully did stop. But the problem is I can't control my dog who's on a lead and then reach this other dog to separate them. Can you see behind me? One thing while we are at the beach and can talk about placement. So I say all the time, law, placement, signal, movement. Placement is like feeling like you're on solid ground like the rocks, but drift is when, as the waves displace you, you're actually not law locked, you're not staying in your set spot, you're drifting, you're getting moved around by what's going on in your life, just like the waves. All right, how are we tracking? I just pressed record. So, your girl's cranky. Just got back from a run and the computer is still installing Windows because I'm trying to transfer the footage off the camera onto my computer so I can do the episode. And it started last week that it didn't work. The reader plugged it into the computer and it didn't show at all, like as if I hadn't done it. And then I restarted and it worked. And then the next time it didn't work. So I ordered and paid for a second reader thinking it was a problem with the reader. Because I've only had the camera, the memory card, the reader for 1 month. Like I haven't been doing this for that long. And my computer is only 1 year old, so nothing's like old and shoddy, yet it's not working. You guys already know this, but I am so busy. I have so much work to do. I have so much to do, like everyone in this world does, and you pick and choose and prioritize because we don't have time to do it all. Anyway, but this needs to be resolved because I can't have it work one time, and I'm sweating, sorry. I can't have it work one time and then not the next time. So the point being, I forget what my point is. I'm gonna call it a wrap for this week, but I suppose what to say is my structure needs to be law locked. So otherwise when these things happen, I fall apart or I become structurally displaced is another way to put it. So yes, I am fracturing, but then I try and recalibrate. You make one move, the most sensible one from that placement, let it seal, address the situation, make the next move. With the computer, once it downloads Windows 11, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, I look at what the next move is. I'm gonna leave it there. Read the system, run the tools, recode your life at thepbway.com.